Hello, singing friends. Welcome to my channel. It's Mickey here, your friendly neighborhood singing coach. So today I'm going to be doing another reaction to a song by the Pierces, and it's called Kings. And Mike writes, this is another beautifully filmed video in which the lyrics reflect female empowerment as suggested by the video. Mike has been very kind to send the lyrics, so we'll go through those first. They are, it strikes fear in the heart of the fun men, might not even move another. While a stranger gets your head, you turn your back upon your brother. And you know. We all wonder how your star was and the valleys at our feet. We are counting down the hours till our life and love will meet. And you know, it's going to take some time. If we want to, we could do what kings do. I can feel the earth move when you speak. If we fight through all the things we once knew, everything could change for me and you. We could do what kings do. You feel unworthy of the throne. You have forgotten who you are. We all have a part of angels, and we fell from the same star. The heart of a lion and the lips of a child. One part of you is dying and the other running wild. And you know it's going to take some time. Okay, and then it repeats. The rest of it is repeated. All right. So I would say these are a little bit more abstract and difficult to parse than some of their other lyrics. But I could see how this could be about empowerment. It does definitely have an empowering message, like we all feel unworthy. We've forgotten who we are, but we all have this special strength inside of us and this holy gift. You are a part of angels, and we fell from the same star. So we all have this like celestial, heavenly, divine energy inside of us. The heart of a lion, right? Bravery. The lips of a child, I would say, is like innocence, right? One part of you is dying and the other running wild. So we're all multifaceted, right? So, but if you knew your power and you embraced it, you could do what kings do. And especially if we're talking about female empowerment, the queens oftentimes are not put on the same pedestal as the kings because most societies are patriarchal, not matriarchal. And, there's all these institutional reasons why women don't have as much power or leadership and things like that. I can feel the earth move when you speak. So obviously you have a very powerful voice inside of you if it makes the earth move, right? If we fight through all the things we once knew, you have to like shed your learned beliefs. Everything could change for me and you. Okay. So I could see how this could be empowering, and I'm curious to hear it in the context of the video. So let's check it out.
What strikes fear in the heart of one man might not even move another. While a stranger gets your hand, you turn your back upon your brother. And you know. We all want the highest towers and the valleys at our feet. We are counting down the hours till our life and love will meet. And you know. It's gonna take some time. If we want to, we could do what kings do. I could feel the earth move when you speak. If we fight through all the things we once do, everything could change for me and you. We could do what kings do.
A lot of themes, I think, emerge in their visuals, especially with them being sisters, and being like different sides of the same coin. And they like to use the white and black dichotomy. I really love, obviously, the production of the video and the imagery. It's really beautiful. And they look like warriors. They've got all these other strong women, and they could be like priestesses or warriors or queens, you know. So um, I do love the imagery. Um, and I think the chorus is really nice. It has that beautiful melodic lift. I really like that melody. Da 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 da. It's really, really pretty when it goes up. And there's almost like a little bit more twang in the way that she's singing this one than in previous songs that I've heard her singing on. It's almost like a more, not quite as dramatic as Shakira, you know, but more like a nasopharyngeal placement. Um, very, very pretty. And actually, the lyrics, I think, make more sense to me when I hear them sung, you know? So I think that she's just now, when I first read the first verse where it was like, the things that move one man might not have an effect on another. You know, you face your brother and then you turn your back, you know, or whatever the lyrics are exactly. But I think it's just like, you know, different aspects of humanity, and we're all a little bit different, but it's all different sides of the same coin, you know. So that's kind of what it says to me, but let me know what your interpretation of the lyrics are as well. And I like the genre too. It's a little bit more electronic-y in like the instrumentation. And yeah, they always are very catchy and beautiful. So let's continue.
You feel unworthy of the throne, you have forgotten who you are. We all have the blood of angels and we fell from the same star. The heart of a lion and the lips of a child. One part of you is dying and the other running wild. And you know, you know, you know, you know, you know. It's gonna take some time. If we want to, we could do what kings do. I could feel the earth move when you speak. If we fight through all the things we once knew, everything could change for me and you. We could do what kings do. 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 It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time.
Mike recently sent me Kat's tarot deck, which is really, really cool. And the reason that I'm bringing it up is because a lot of the graphic design in this with the geometric shapes, and obviously the eclipse and things like that, and the constellations being connected by the lines and then being mirrored in those geometric shapes, it feels very like there's a lot of symbolism, you know, and like magic. It kind of almost reminds me, I mean, things that it's suggesting to me visually are like something like Xena Warrior Princess, you know, or like Mad Max in a way. And I love the idea of the two teams, you know, trying to get the crown and fighting each other. I could also see something like Midsommar, you know, where you've got this like folk magic kind of going on. And that like symbolism reminds me of like tarot, you know, and like the kind of witchy female magic and intuition and power. So it's a very cool message about female empowerment, you know, because a lot of times female empowerment songs or anthems can feel a little gimmicky and can feel a little forced or like cheesy. And this has like a whole other kind of like spiritual element to it that's more like playful and interesting, I think.
If we want to, we could do what kings do. I could feel the earth move when you speak. If we fight through all the things we once knew, everything could change for me and you. If we want to, we could do what kings do. I could feel the earth move when you speak. If we fight through all the things we once knew, everything could change for me and you. We could do what kings do. We could do what kings do. We could do what kings do. We could do what kings do.
Very cool. So there's a twist at the end. They go from fighting each other over the crown to destroying the crown and uniting forces and being like a coven of witches dancing under the eclipse around the bonfire with both the white cloaked witches and the black cloaked witches together, combining their forces. And I think that works really well with the line, we can make a change for me and you, right? I hope I'm getting that right. So yeah, I think it's a really cool message. And I think it's a really good example of how visuals can enhance a song rather than just being their own thing and like distracting from it. You know, it's a very cohesive vision. I really like how the themes of witchcraft kind of run through a lot of their work. And, you know, if you guys want me to do another video on Kat's tarot artwork and her skincare line, Omen, I'd be happy to do that as well. And I think it really shows how when you're an artist, your artistic inclinations kind of go in all different directions. You know, it's generally not confined to one type of art. And so she obviously has the dance. There is some dancing in this video, and you can see that they've been trained with their dancing. But there's also the visual artistic element and being so creative to create your own tarot deck and illustrate it yourself, you know. And then also the potions, you know, and like the witchiness, and that she's able to create her own skincare and makeup. And she's 47, I believe, or 48, and she looks incredible. So I believe she's doing witchcraft with those potions and they're working for her. So I think they're very talented, and I really like the song as well as the other songs that I've heard of theirs. And Mike was very kind to send me their music, their albums. So I'm going to be doing more of a deep dive on my own time and listening to those as well. So hopefully you enjoyed my reaction. I'll see you guys here next time. Until then, take care. And of course, happy singing. Bye.